This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, Episode 100, Bringing Baby Home, Baby Makes 3 by Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. And I'm Joss Marie, your host and personal narrator, right here on the Relationships edition of Optimal Living Daily. This is the show where I read to you every single weekday from some of the best relationship blogs around. I cover dating, marriage, family, parenting, breakups, and a ton of other relationship content. Today is a special day because we're celebrating our 100th episode. I can't say enough how much gratitude I feel toward all of our listeners and supporters for helping us get to this point. It's been a rewarding journey, and I hope you feel the same. Also, a huge thank you to Opinion Outpost for sponsoring our 100th episode here on the show today. Market research is a big business, and companies need input from people like you. Share your opinion and get rewarded with gift cards, cash, and more. Sign up for free at opinionoutpost.com/daily. That's opinionoutpost.com/daily. And with that, let's hear today's parenting post by Ellie Lisitsa and start optimizing your life. Bringing Baby Home, Baby Makes 3 by Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. The introduction of a new baby can be full of great joy. For millions of young couples, the arrival of a baby brings dramatic changes to their marriages. But after the initial excitement comes the loss of personal time and sleep. The reality is that your time, it's no longer your time, said Paul Kruglich. You're definitely on the baby's schedule. Paul and his wife of 2 years, Melinda, have a 5-month-old son, Parker. The couple always dreamed of having children, but the baby brought bliss and blues. One day you're pregnant and everything's so great, Melinda said, and the next day, everything's complete chaos. While Melinda said she heard having a baby would alter her relationship, she didn't know how much. People can tell you that it's hard, and they can tell you that it's going to change your relationship. But it's not until you're doing it that you start to realize how true that is, she said. The euphoria's worn off and your tiredness sets in. And so, right about 9 o'clock every night for a good week or 2 weeks, I would cry. And it was awful to feel that way. Mothers aren't the only parents susceptible to this. 30% of fathers have postpartum depression symptoms, said Relationship Research Institute Executive Director John Gottman. 50% to 80% of moms have symptoms of postpartum depression. Gottman said many parents feel ashamed and embarrassed about their troubled feelings. Celebrity mothers like Brooke Shields and Marie Osmond helped bring PPD to the forefront with their personal tales. Today, more couples are seeking help. Gottman began the Bringing Baby Home workshop. The 2-day course prepares a couple for how their relationship will change once a baby arrives. Its research shows the workshop cuts PPD rates from 67% to 23%. About 2/3 of couples had serious problems in the first 3 years of the baby's life, where their happiness with one another went down, said Gottman, who has researched relationships for 30 years. Their hostility increased. The 2-day workshop includes everything from lectures to a fun card game designed to test how well couples really know one another. They're taught how to remain calm during inevitable conflicts and how something as simple as a 15-minute massage can increase intimacy. Nancy Manzo said she attended the workshop to prepare for parenthood. I think the reason we're here is to learn as much as we can before we become parents, to see what we can do to help make that a positive experience, she said. Another participant, Ian Mulholland, said he wanted to focus on maintaining his close relationship while simultaneously taking it to the next level. The couples are given a chance to learn the realities of life when a baby enters the family picture. The baby required immediate attention, Gottman said. It's stressful. You're not sleeping, you're irritable. He added, if couples don't have the information, they will believe their relationships are bad. The workshop's goal is to strengthen the marriages so couples learn as much about taking care of one another as they do about caring for the baby. It also stresses the importance of fathers. The secret of Dad's involvement with the baby is his relationship with the mother, and she is able to be a better mother if he's involved with her, Gottman said. Many believe the focus on fathers is important. Often what happens postpartum is that Dad gets shoved aside, or he may feel that the best way to show what a great dad he is to run to the office, said ABC News parenting contributor Ann Pleshett Murphy. Moms have learned to mother from their mothers. Fathers learn from their wives. So working on the dynamic between the couple can help them communicate better, even when they're operating with a very short fuse. Murphy said the program is amazing because Gottman was able to achieve huge reductions in PPD by focusing on the couple's relationships. But postpartum depression can't always be helped with something as basic as better communication. There is a big difference between baby blues, that as many as 50% of moms may experience clinical depression, which affects 10% to 25% of moms and is much more serious, Murphy said. Contributing factors include hormonal changes, family history, sleep deprivation, and the symptoms are more severe, significant changes in appetite or sleep patterns. Prolonged sadness, an inability to take pleasure in anything, including the baby, or thoughts of hurting herself or the baby also may be signs, she said. Then, treatment by a professional is absolutely critical, Murphy said. PPD not only affects the mom, but we know from a large body of research that depressed mothers have depressed babies. Murphy said it can be a vicious cycle for mother and baby because more fighting makes the child more irritable. In turn, the baby cries more, which causes more stress in the parents' relationship. Also, men and women experience stress very differently, she said. We know from studies on psychophysiology that when people are stressed, adrenaline levels go up, and when this happens, men tend to fight or flee. Women react differently. They're actually able to calm down faster because of a hormone called oxytocin, which is excreted during breastfeeding and when they rock or hold their baby. Even though having a baby has changed his life in a very dramatic way, Kruglich said he wouldn't trade his experience for anything. You just listened to the post titled, Bringing Baby Home, Baby Makes 3 by Ellie Lisitsa with Gottman.com. Ellie is a staff writer at the Gottman Institute and a regular contributor to the Gottman Relationship blog. We always look forward to featuring her here on the show. Also, this episode is sponsored by Opinion Outpost. Market research is a $50 billion a year industry. Companies need input from people like you before they launch new products and services. That's where Opinion Outpost comes in. Opinion Outpost is run by SSI, one of the most trusted names in consumer research. Opinion Outpost connects companies with people like you through online surveys that give you the chance to tell companies how you think and feel about virtually everything, from new products and advertising to social issues and more. And since they know your time is valuable, Opinion Outpost rewards you for taking surveys. You can earn cash, iTunes and Amazon gift cards, and more. Surveys are accessible 24/7, so you can participate whenever you'd like. Your personal information remains private and secure, and it's free to sign up, no credit card required. And you can earn actual money just by sharing your opinion. Sign up today at opinionoutpost.com/daily to make your voice heard and start earning rewards. That's opinionoutpost.com/daily. And we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And that's a wrap for episode 100. I just want to take a second to say thanks again to all of you for listening every day and supporting the show along the way. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. So here's to 100 more, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.